Dockers have stayed in Adelaide. Of course, they take on Port Adelaide on Saturday night. What do you make of their season?
Tough to actually work out, I reckon, where Fremantle sit in this competition. I think at the moment, which is a credit to Justin Longmuir, that they're hard to play against at the moment. So I think that's going to keep them in the contest and keep them in the competition for a large part of this season. But in terms of what's sustainable and what's not, I mean, we're here to sort of look at the big picture and not just analyse around for performance and sort of get carried away. We're trying to assess where you sit amongst the competition and what's going to happen towards the end of towards the end of the season. And, you look at the best teams in the competition and the ball moves. The ball moves up and down the ground. The ball goes inside 50. The ball goes in their opposition inside 50. And there's a willingness to actually get involved in that transition game and in that ball movement game because, sort of come a September final series, the reality just to be able to keep it locked down and tight and stagnant and just, without any ball movement in the game is going to be rare across 120 minutes over a 3 or 4 game final series, if you like. So just to put that into context, Fremantle's matches this year, there's 99 inside 50s per game in their match. No one is involved in fewer entries than what Fremantle are in the competition. Compare that to Geelong, GWS and Sydney. They're around the 115 sort of entries. GWS's game on the weekend, they had 69 themselves and Gold Coast had 55.
Yep.
Geelong against Adelaide gave up 66 and had 55 themselves. They gave up 60 against Hawthorn, had 53, 54 themselves. They're happy to get involved in that game and just back their defence, if you like. The ball is stagnant against Freo. This lives in the midfield area because Fremantle at the moment are bottom 5 in their ball movement game, and the opposition are bottom 5 in terms of being able to move the ball against Freo. So it's hard to move, and it's hard watch. It's a hard watch. I don't know if you enjoyed watching that game, Kane or G, against Carlton. It was a hard watch. It was a slog. The Adelaide game the week before, that was a slog as well. So I think hats off to them in terms of being competitive and making it hard to play against. But I think that's only going to get you so far in this. You have to release it. You have to get involved in this transition game. We keep talking about how important that turnover game is, and the ability for to be able to execute that phase of the game is going to determine success more often than not. I think Fremantle, that's still the watch for me. Can they actually release the shackles and get involved in a high territory game? Because that's what Port Adelaide are going to bring on Saturday night. They're going to bring high territory numbers. They want to get involved in that game. What's going to happen there, is going to be interesting.
Who wins that one?
I think Port at the moment. But I'm just really interested to see, coming up against such an aggressive team, what Fremantle can do. Can they actually stifle Port? And if not, maybe that's going to be the trigger to potentially release this just a little bit more.
If you're Willem Drew, who would you be going to?
I'm going to Sarong. Yeah,
I'm
going straight to Sarong.
So as no just Brayshaw got the 8 or 10 coaches' votes on the weekend?
9th best player in the comp, Sarong, going straight to him.
Okay.
Try